So I saw a report by MSNBC. It's a video, and I'll put it in the description below. And I'm going to put my blog too, because they're talking about they went to a certain area in Miami, a suburb we know as Doral. Mostly, predominantly Venezuelans live there. I even taught at a college there, one of my first teaching positions at a university that's mostly Venezuelan. Now, they were interviewing Venezuelan business owners, and one of them owned what seems like a bakery. He says 20% of his income is down. Now, why? Because people are afraid to go out. If they're not going out, they're not spending money. You see, I predicted that on February 8th, specifically with Doral and the Venezuelan businesses that dominate that area, including the pastries and the bakery shops and everything else. Now, of course, the irony behind all this is guess what's located in Doral? Trump Golf Course, Trump Golf and Resort Course. Now, Venezuelans, I think if I remember correctly, the video said 68% voted for them, or Cubans as well. And yet this was no. So I just saw a report by MSNBC, and coincidentally something I spoke about on February 8th, including what country it was and even the city. And that is Doral, which is it's a suburb within Miami. Mostly, predominantly, probably Venezuelans live there. Now, what's going on in that video, you'll see the description below my blog post as well, so you can see that I specifically spoke about this subject with Venezuelans. When I was in law school, I saw Point Break with Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves 1,000 times over. Why? Because that's the only thing that would play on TNT. That and Smoking the Bandit. So to decompress at the end of the day, I saw that movie 10,000 times. And there's a scene there that I'll never forget when Bodhi Zafa, Patrick Swayze, tells Keanu Reeves, he looks him close in the eye and he says, fear causes hesitation. And hesitation makes your worst fears come true. And that is a true statement. And so while MSNBC is interviewing a Venezuelan business owner, it looks like he owned a bakery, which is exactly what I talked about, knowing all the businesses in that area. I even taught for a school there. They are not going out. The fear of not going out has reduced 20% his revenue already. And I know a lot of people who do business in Miami, lived in Miami. Remember, I practiced law there for more than 2 decades. They're telling me that the same thing, that their clients, they're not coming in, they're afraid to come in, and they're concerned, what if they get picked up, whether they're supposed to or not, even if they're here legally, doesn't seem to matter anymore. And yet they all voted for Trump. Now, I don't know why, but these are part of the policies, and I keep calling the X factor and why you have to be prepared. No matter how many economic journals you read about, you never hear about fear or the X factor. And that is other things that is going to affect policies. So even the policies are bad, like the big, beautiful bill. When people are afraid to go out and spend money, that causes hesitation. And I've said it 1,000 times before. And what is the hesitation? They hold back. They don't spend their money. And their money isn't moving around the economy becomes stagnant. And to me, the economy is like water. It is extremely powerful. It gives life to everything. But water has to be moving. And if the water is stagnant and you drink it, you die. And everything else dies with it. And right now, our economy is in a sense of hesitation and it is stagnant. And that's why predictions continue to be by the end of this year, if not early next, we will be in a recession.